Hey YouTube, welcome to R3 Garage and welcome to the series, Is It Worth It? On today we're going to be talking about the 2026 zr1x, known as the Zora, but it's the X. Now, a lot of controversy between this car. I think this car is beautiful. I think it's very cutting edge, and this is the new American supercar, believe it or not. It is competing with the big dogs now, which is the Bugattis, McLarens, and many other brands like Porsche, like the 911 GT3, which is everybody dream car, to believe it or not. And I want to talk about what is everybody looking. All them cars that I mentioned, they are like way up there in price range, going for like 2 million, 1.8, depending on the car of the year and all that. And then GT3s, I think they going for what, 200 grand or so, 300 or so. And the Corvette, which have been here for like 8 generations and all that, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, and each car, they all have involved. They all left a mark some type of way, and they basically like a halo car for American people and all that. And I feel like it's desirable and all that. It's a car that you can get at a cheap cost. It's a poor man's supercar, or sports car, or whatever. Because just imagine you having that Ferrari on your wall or on your computer somewhere, but you got a Corvette outside, and you still got a smile on your face. You're going to be leaving this earth knowing that you had a Corvette instead of that Ferrari. That Corvette going to bring more excitement than that Ferrari and all that. Why? Because you will feel more connected to the car and all that. And you can take it about just anywhere. You can hit a pothole. You can scratch the bumper up or whatever. It ain't going to cost you like an arm and a leg compared to Ferrari or some Lamborghini, where you might have to wait months or years, just for a bump or whatever. But I'm just saying that's just over exaggerating. But y'all get the point. I always love Corvettes. But this new Corvette, man, is something special and all that. Like I said, this is the supercar. It is using an all-wheel drive system, which they are using the X, which I correlate that to like an off-road or all-wheel drive system, like how the BMW, they got the X drive and all that. So I can see why they kept the zr1 and then just added the X on there, because I feel like it's for marketing purposes. I mean, normally if you say I got the Corvette Zora, most people ain't gonna know what you're talking about. But if you be like, you got the Corvette ZR1, I don't know, it just makes sense. Corvette Zora, I'm glad they kept it ZR1 X, just added the X on there. But I mean, a lot of people don't like the name. A lot of people do like the name. I mean, I don't care for the name. Let's just talk about the performance and all that. 0 to 60 under 2 seconds. And then the quarter mile was 9.6? Under 2 seconds. Now, and it does have an all-wheel drive, as I have mentioned. But guess what? It's a hybrid. You got electric motors. 156 out them electric motors. Now, I was thinking back, because I know Porsche, the 918, have a hybrid system, and I know the McLaren P1 have a hybrid system. I mean, a hybrid system or drivetrain. But those cars, I was so fascinated by them and all that. Just I was on, video games and all that, especially the McLaren P1, like just having to use that electric button just to get extra juice. That was just so very satisfying. Same with the 918. It just amazed me about that year, like 2013, 2014, 2015ish, like 2016ish. Like it's still mind boggling on like how that technology came about and they just implemented in those supercars. But Chevy, man, they took it to a whole nother level, like a whole nother level, like a whole nother level. You got like way better numbers than the predecessors and all that. But the Corvette, you could take this to the grocery store. You could take your kids to school. But these other cars, that's like way up there. You can't do that. Most of the time, you got to babysit it half the time because it's going to pinch your pocket each time. But Chevy, they know what they're doing. They just coming at the cars that's up there, the top dog, the big dogs, and they are eating them alive. Now, I do want to see the Corvette go against the Tesla Plaid. The only reason why I say that because the Tesla Plaid is pretty dang quick. So I want to see it go against that. That would be pretty cool. And then I want to see it go against like some other hypercars and all that. Just to see what it's like. But I wonder what's the price going to be on this thing right here. I wonder what's going to be the price. I feel like it might be like 180 pushing like 200, but 180, 165 maybe. But it's going to be accessible. I mean, people who got, I don't know, Hellcats, probably Fords, they going to be turning them cars in just to try to get a Corvette and all that, I guarantee. This Corvette is going to start something big. Like it's going to wake some other brands up. Now, a lot of people don't look at this car as a hypercar, but it's a hypercar. I mean, it could perform on the track. It could perform on the road. It got a mid-engine. It's over 1,000 horsepower. It can reach 233 miles per hour, and it can accelerate so quick. But the interior is nice. It might not be nice as the Bugattis, Koenigseggs, or any other cars, but it's nice. But I think it's a true man's car, to be honest. It's something you can play around with, have fun. Nothing to babysit. If something break, you be able to afford the cost and all that. Kind of remind me of like when T-Pain had a Bugatti. He sold it because he had to spend $90K on the radiator. Y'all let me know if y'all remember that. But little things like that, like nobody want to spend all that money just for one thing. Like, you know how much money you can put into upgrades if you take it to Hennessy and see if they can squeeze much more power. Compared to just spending it on that radiator on that high top dollar $1 million car. But everything comes with a price, especially if you got expensive taste. Everything's going to come with a price. That's just how it is. But I think this car is great. Nobody shouldn't hate on it. It's a Corvette. Come on now, it's a Corvette. And I'm just barely scratching the surface and all that. I'm just talking at free will and all, because I think it's a great car. I don't know why everybody make things harder than what it is. They either mad over the name or it's either the name or people debating, is it a hypercar or not? The styling of the car, and what else? Anything else? That might be pretty much it. For what I have seen and stuff, based off what comments I have seen and read and observed, But it's a great car. It's gonna start something big, man. It's gonna start something big. We're gonna see who gonna come out. I wonder if Dodge. I wonder what they gonna do. I wonder what Ford gonna do. I mean, I know Ford had that GTD, or was it the GDT? I don't even know. I didn't even pay close attention to the Ford recent car. Let me look it up real quick. Well, I want to look up the price of the Porsche first. Porsche GT3. I'm telling you, everybody wanted GT3. Let me see the cost of this thing. $222. Let me stop. It's about $200,000. It's $222,500. And it can go up to 241. So you're looking at about like 250 for GT3. Honestly, I feel like the GT3 is strictly for performance, and when I say for performance, I mean track performance and all that, because it's still pretty quick. It's still pretty quick, but I mean, don't have that much horsepower and all. Let me see horsepower. 502. Let's see the 0-60 real quick. 0 to 60. And we're looking about 2.7 to 2.8. But the Corvette is under 2 seconds. Under 2 seconds. And what I notice about folks, I think people really care about the performance. Like, I really do. Like, look at the Hellcats and all that. I know this, don't want to talk about those, but look at the crappy interior it had, but the performance, that supercharger, that V8, people are buying for power and all that now. They want to feel the power. They want to feel part of something, man. Nothing ain't like a grumbling V8, like a nice grumbling V8. People want to hear it, man. And I'm glad Corvette is not just going like electric. I mean, they have the E-Ray, but I like what they doing and stuff. You know, they doing what the people want and all that. Because a lot of people don't care too much about the electric cars, to be honest with you. I mean, they care about like naturally aspirated things, or, you know, swooped up superchargers, turbos, and all that. Nobody really don't care about the electric, to be honest. They fun, electric cars and all that's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not the same feeling. So this Corvette, it's going to bring that feeling to you and all that, and it's going to be a fraction of the price of the hypercars and the other close competitors and all. Well, hypercars, I mean supercars. But everybody have their own definition of what a supercar is, or a hypercar, or a sports car. Everybody have their own definition of what's what. I look at sports cars as like driver focused, not too crazy on like the horsepower numbers. I mean, you got the Nissan Z. What other car do you got? You got other couple cars. I can't even think of none off the top of my head. But let me see, Mustang. And then you got your sport car. Well, I said sports, hyper, and super. I feel like your hyper cars would be I was gonna say a Porsche 911. I could say like a 911. Let me see. Yeah, I said like nine McLarens and all that. I'm trying to look up this Mustang real quick, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm about like 15 minutes in this video. You see Mustang GT. Was it GTD? Okay, so this one had a 5.2 V8. It is for the track and road, obviously, but this thing can't compete with the new Corvette that's coming. Let's put it like that. I mean, you only got 115 horsepower, and then the speed is 202. It's a pretty sick car. Let's look at the cost of it. $325,000. Who gonna be paying that much for a Mustang? Who? It's a limited production. Ford plans to possibly. They tripping, bro. The Corvette got to be cheaper. It got to be at least 180. At least 180. Just due to how much they spent. With the technology and all that. Man, it's mind-boggling. But anyway, guys, this is gonna be pretty much it. I was just rambling and all that. I feel like everybody's just overlooking the cost factor and what the Corvette or what Chevy, really trying to provide and stuff. I mean, they just trying to give what the people want and all that, honestly. And we getting it. That's how I look at it and stuff. There's many different takes on this particular topic and all that, but me, I'm just keeping it simple and all that. I mean, it's a great car. Let's see what it do and all that. I mean, people gonna be changing their minds about this car. People are already changing their minds about the look. And people didn't like the look at first of the C8, but it's starting to grow on people and all that. And these cars are looking so good. They looking good. They are really looking good. Like, look at the pictures, man. They look good, man. But anyway, guys, it's going to be pretty much it. If y'all made it this far, I hope y'all can subscribe and like the video, share with your friends, family, whoever.